Sorry, eating some almonds. This hand is very good. AAR, your sub notification did not show back up, but thank you for the support. You want to refresh your browser page and send the notification through. Spartan Commander 22 with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. So scale of 1 to dead here. Looking pretty dead. I guess we get to Coco this turn and see what we get. Yep. Why does it have Menace, chat? Why does it have Menace? I think this is going to be a classic Coco concede, yep. You ever met a jackal at Super... You ever met a jackal that wasn't menacing Hogland? Woo! That was exactly what we needed. That was quite literally exactly what that needed to be. Could still die here, but that, like, as far as like draws that kind of kept us in it go, that was definitely one that kind of kept us in it. Yeah, we're probably still dead here, but we're gonna give it the old college best. I'm not dead on board. We're dead to a lot of things, but we're not dead on board, so. There are a lot of things that deal lethal here. What? They must have collective brutality to kill us here, right? What? Yep. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. That's all I need is a chance, chat. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You are dead to my tiny green man. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oh, baby. Was that good, chat? Was it good for you? It was good for me. It was good for me. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself. Giving them the little pound town beat down with my green men and women. I think we're supposed to trim at least a couple of Lead the Stampedes here. Definitely want this Maelstrom Pulse. I think I want a Rec Sage. I think I like that. Shaman of the Pack should give us health too. What do you think of Elvish Chancellor? I have no idea what that card does. Couldn't tell you the text box on it. It's good. You guys remember we were super dead, then cast 2 Cocos and we won? The range on Collected Company is just like right-click concede. Oh no! Oh no! How do we beat a Grim Lavamancer, chat? How do we beat Grim Lavamancer? That doesn't bode well for us. Nassif with the host. Welcome to folks coming over from Nassif's channel, hanging out playing some Modern this afternoon. We are currently up a game against Hollowed One here with Green Black Elves in our first match of this league. Although Grim Lava Boy here is looking to Cramper style for this second one. Yeah, I guess I want to bring in a couple of Abrupt Decays for the last one. I don't think we're just dead here. So one of the things that Lava Man does to my opponent is that he's taxing a resource that they have, right? So like if they're using this Lava Man, then they're less likely to have access to things like delve threats. So the Lava Man comes at an actual cost for my opponent. It's not just a free roll. See, if they have a bolt or a push here, that's probably gonna be it. If we get a token off this Dwynen's Lead, we could be okay. Hopefully this resolves. Sweet. I don't actually know the answer to that question. You're supposed to board those out if you expect those cards out of your opponent. And imagine trimming some of them is okay, but in reality, you just want to, like, be able to kill them. I just want to jam this. Want to like try and encourage them to like use this Grim Lavamancer before, like, run out of Grim Lavamancer food before they're never gonna run out of Grim Lavamancer food, ever. All right, let's get. And worth noting, I didn't draw any of the cards that that would be these Abrupt Decays. Like even if I'd have boarded these in, I still wouldn't have drawn them that game. So like I didn't draw Rec Sage or Lead the Stampede. I think I definitely want these in the face of Grim Lava Man. Yeah, this hand seems fine. Got a bunch of untapped lands. If they have a bolt or a push, things get a little bit awkward. I don't look at spoilers. So here's the thing, and this is the thing that so many Magic players don't understand. It's the reason why people don't want things to be unbanned in Modern. The power level of cards is format contextual. That means you can't evaluate spoilers for standard stuff until you have the entire set, because there are a lot of cards that can have a big impact on a format like standard. So like you can't, like, spoiler season always kind of annoys me as a player, because if you, I guess since I'm a more casual player, I can understand people, but like from a competitive, like, are these cards good standpoint, like, you really can't know if a card is good. You can't, because what a card being good comes down to is how it fits in with the rest of the cards in the format that you're playing. Well, what do I'm just gonna, what do you think of it means, right? Like, am I supposed to say the artwork's pretty? Like, are you asking me for my opinion on the art? Because what do I think of it, in my mind, is you asking me to think, like, what is the card good? What does its power level look like? And my answer to that question is, I can't tell you what the power level of this card is, because it's contextual to the format that it's being played in. That's my rant on spoilers and people evaluating cards. That's one of the reasons why when they spoil cards on Reddit and shit like that, there's always these giant threads of people that look like giant idiots 10 months later, because they're trying to evaluate these cards without the context that you need to actually understand if the card is good or not. It's actually easier to evaluate cards in Modern and Legacy context when you read spoilers than Standard, because for Modern and Legacy, new cards have a smaller impact on the game, right? Like, the other new cards are less likely to have quite as large of an impact. So basically, you can expect or predict the impact that they're going to have the format more than that. Ooh, we upgraded. That's sweet. Yeah, everyone can check off your rant, Bingo Square, because that definitely qualified. Yes, 10 out of 10. Hey, if there's any questions, that one counts as a rant. All right, is this Ezuri dead? If the Ezuri's not dead, they're going to die when we untap, right? They're not quite dead, are they? So if I activate this, they'd go block, block, and take 5/9. I guess I just pass, right? What are your thoughts on the new Scape Shift card? That one might have legs. That one might see a little bit of play. Yeah, they don't really have good attacks here. And then hopefully this company does something more than rearrange the bottom of our deck. Yeah, slotting easy upgrades in, but again, like, they could print a card in the new format that, like, renders a previously tier 1 archetype obsolete. It doesn't always happen, but it's possible. So people take all this time to expend a bunch of mental effort evaluating these things that, like, might not be relevant soon. So, like, why not just wait until you have the full spoiler instead of, like, doing things that could possibly be a waste of time? All right, this should be lethal, right? Yeah, we'll untap and kill them. I agree that Collected Company is like the hollowed one of green tutors. Like, I much prefer to have the precision. While we're waiting for this next match to pop, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic full-time here on this channel. I'm here from 9 to 3, basically every day during the week, Monday to Friday. I'm here later than that sometimes to do some random evenings, weekends. I basically play a buck ton of Magic. Lots of great stuff. This deck, like many of the decks that we play on this stream, is a viewer-submitted deck list. If you're interested in finding out how I can play one of your decks on stream, check out bit.ly/HugelSellout. If you're interested in seeing what sweet already submitted decks we have in the queue, check out bit.ly/donationq. You can support my content best by subscribing. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed. They keep me here day in and day out. You can also support myself by checking out some of my wonderful sponsors. mtgotraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards there. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And of course, myself and the wonderful mods here would like to welcome everyone to Hoaglandia. Please talk to our moderators about receiving your complimentary timeout. I love when the shilling lines up perfectly with the next match popping. It's just one. Is a buck ton a deer that weighs a ton, or a ton of dollary dues? It's bigger than a breadbasket. Bigger than a breadbasket. Hit me, baby, I earned it today. I got you, Sky, I got you. I'm still kind of in awe that we won that first game against that Hollowed One deck. Like, that was a really impressive game. God bless Collected Company and its variants smiling down on us. I am from YouTube, so I don't know what it feels like to be timed out. Oh, I mean, we can't leave you wondering. What would my invitational card be if I had one? I have no idea. Zero clue. That was a good draw. Another 1-mana elf. I'm quick on the draw, Anoronics. A lot of practice. Can't let all those years of Counter-Strike during high school and undergrad go to waste, right? I mean, so when you talk about a card being poorly designed, like, I think it does what it was intended to do. Like, does it have a positive impact on Modern as a whole? I don't know, probably not. It's a big part of why control decks are bad. First of all, your years of Counter-Strike went to waste. I've seen you play Overwatch. The situation is dire. Why you have to be so mean, Burgle? Why you have to be so mean? It's only game. It's only game. I should have played this post-combat after I attacked. Should have played that post-combat after I attacked. This is the last league of the day. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chat. I think I'm doing one more after. We're probably going to have time for one more. I have to be gone at 3. I have a hard cut at 3 today because I have to do something at Jake's school. Jake's school is doing a Father's Day thing today at 3:15, so I have to be there by then. Yeah, but these shamans left over, we might be able to get there. Like, the shamans in the caverns, like, we could maybe punch through. They're playing Possibility Storm, chat. I'll bet you they're playing the build we played on stream. That means they have more main deck angers. Alright. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't do it. Have a heart. And another parent asked you about the 75 for this week. So, a lot of parents, people with kids Jake's age, are much older than I am. And a lot of them, I'm sure, would look at the job that I work and think of it as a children's card game more than anything else. Alright, so what am I doing here? I definitely want these. Let's donate to keep Jeff here. It'll bring back my childhood when my dad was always working. Oh, Interonics. The Possibility Storm one, not close. The Possibility Storm build is quite fantastic, I think. Oh, all right. So I'm supposed to cut 3 cards. Am I supposed to trim Ezuri here? Is that nuts? I feel like Azuri's pretty bad against sweeper deck, right? Did someone say June 18th? How many burns does this get me in the queue? Damn it, Bob. Damn it, Bob. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. That soccer ball is vomiting rainbows. Do you have any opinion on spheres in the sideboard? I feel like it's probably counterproductive to your game plan. I think the spheres are good in the sideboard of this deck. Especially, I think they're good against the faster combo decks. And I think they hurt your opponent a lot more than they hurt you. Which one was the most owl? Bits for new emotes. Nah, Abrupt Decay is narrow. I need to cut one more card here. Damping Sphere slows their combo down, but I really think their combo's slow enough that we don't need it for this matchup. So, Anoronics, if you missed it, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour burn stream on Friday, and we're going to get some props and some costumes, and probably we're going to attempt a goblin costume. It's short notice. Sometimes you need more notice to get enough props. We're going to... No, Friday is going to be... It's going to be 24 hours of 4x Goblin Guide decks. 24 hours of Goblin Guide decks. And a bunch of Taylor Swift spears. I'll be here for certain. I got you. I'm gonna buy a goblin mask, I think, but I'm not sure that I'll be able to stream for it in 24 hours. That's probably... Hey, Lizardio, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. I didn't know what was going to happen, okay? I didn't know what y'all were gonna do to me. Did it have Goblin Guide in it? Smug Fake with the $25 donation. Thank you very much. Something bird for the bird god. Thank you for the support. Welcome. Double Island does mean they can't anger us next turn, which is nice. Get going wide here. If you have sweet Goblin Guide decks that you might think could be fun to play on Friday, send me messages. Send me messages with your good ideas. All right, I think I'm just gonna Shaman of the pack here. And then, like, because this is wide enough that my opponent's probably gonna need to Wrath it, right? Nah, I'm gonna play a Visionary now. We're definitely gonna play some 8-whack. Here's Jeskai Control featuring 4 Goblin Guide. Bonus, your deck is more likely to be played if it has Goblin Guide and Swift Spear in it. Just so we're clear. They could anger us here, but we have the tools to reassemble post-anger, which is nice. I assume this is an anger. No! No! Don't sculpt my mind, opponent! Don't sculpt my mind! Don't sculpt my mind! Alright. Alright. Elf. Llanowar Elf. Shaman of the pack. There's a good chance we're dead or getting angered next turn. Good chance we're dead or getting angered next turn. Yep. So hopefully this Lead the Stampede will allow us to rebuild our Elvish Kingdom here. It'll be a draw 2 to 3. It's like green divination. I guess I could just go, since I drew the Elvish Mystic, just go, yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to go Elf Elite here, actually. Yeah, I think so. I think we're supposed to put the most power into play and beat them down. Am I dead? Am I dead, opponent? Nope. Deal, good deal, good deal. Well, if they don't have removal here, we could potentially kill them here. They need another Is a Charm. Even then, they're going to 1. Trigger. Ooh, got him. Got him. Isabus, your content makes me want to play more Magic. I learned lots thanks to you. Keep playing these sweet decks. Thanks for the 2-month Tier 2 resubscription. I really appreciate that next level of support. Drop me a message in private if there's something in the queue you'd like to bump up for the month. As a reminder, Tier 2 subs get to bump anything of their choosing that's already in the queue by 10 points, because Tier 2 subs support me a little bit extra. They get a little bit more control over what we see and how soon we see it. As always, thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope everyone's having a great Monday, had a great weekend. Currently heading into our 3rd match with Elves. I don't know what we're playing after this. Probably Abzan Flicker. I think Abzan Flicker was the 3rd deck I had in the queue for today. Before things got a little crazy. Between Tier 2 and Tier 3 subs. So the subs are different dollar amounts. So Tier 1 subscriptions are $4.99 a month. Tier 2 subscriptions are $9.99 a month. And then Tier 3 subscriptions are $24.99 a month. You ever played a Dubious Challenge deck? I have. You're going to be the saltiest Jeff by the end of Friday. The 8-whack deck should keep it fresh. I'm excited to play some 8-whack. Is that a mirror? Green, black, mid-range. Okay, I'm glad we have 2 1-drops here. Hopefully we run off a land or 2. You also get more emotes, yep. And as for the perks and benefits you get on the channel, Tier 2 subscriptions get to bump a deck every month. Tier 3 subscriptions either get to bump a deck by 30 points, or they get to add a new deck of their choosing to the queue with a 20-point bonus. So if you're someone that's thinking about adding a deck to the queue with a little bit of extra points behind it every month anyways, it's actually, you get $30 worth of donation deck value by doing the $25 sub. On top of it being counting as a sub to let you put other decks in the queue. Looks like Black Green Rock. A little bit of something about Black Green Rock. I can speak to the... Yeah, there we go. God bless you, Stinger. You're someone who's been here for a while. Elves of Deep Shadow is interesting. It probably makes some of your sideboard cards a little bit easier to cast consistently, which I could see that being appealing. $5 subscribers get access to the Discord server, they get the emotes on the channel, and they get the ability to put new decks into the queue for a $10 donation instead of a $20 donation. There are details on how all my donation deck stuff works there. If you have any questions about how it works, you can drop me a message in private. Okie doke. Details on the Discord server are here. All the integrations are handled automatically. You just gotta link your accounts up. Shaman would be pretty good. What's going on, Ananomic? Happy 18th. Glimpse would be a good top deck. You are not wrong. You are not wrong that Glimpse would be a good top deck. Wow, that's aggro. Okay. Yep. All right, we don't have to play around a sweeper game one, so we're just like putting all of our chips in the pot here. They shouldn't have an instant speed way to kill this. They could have like their one dismember to kill this Archdruid, but if they don't have a dismember, even if they have dismember, they're still taking a pretty big chunk here. All right, so green, black, rock. I think this is just like Elvish Champion in and then nothing else. This card's pretty good. I like this build of Elves a lot. We've played this build a few times on stream. This is this main deck, sans some changes to the mana base, top aided 2 Modern Grand Prix ago, and it feels really trim. I love Lead the Stampede on top of Collecting Company just for generating card advantage. I think I'm supposed to kind of meta moods. I'm not a huge fan of like, we're the beatdown basically, so I feel like we shouldn't be answering their threats, we should be pressuring them. What's my favorite deck in Modern right now? Last week I would have said Jeskai Ascendancy combo. But I really kind of liked the blue-black fairies deck we played. The blue-black fairies deck we played yesterday, or 2 days ago. I forget how many days. We 5-0'd with it, and it was very, very sweet. Definitely looking forward to playing more of that. So, the thing about Graveyard Hate in this deck is I feel like a lot of the Graveyard decks you can just race. And decks like Storm, you'd rather have more dedicated Storm hate against rather than generic Graveyard Hate. They usually only have one Last Hope at most, so I think boarding in Abrupt Decay to like hedge that is a little bit narrow. Again, I'd rather just be killing my opponent. Making a little subscription baby, Nemesis. Thanks for the 9-month free subscription, I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Again, with a deck like this, the question you want to be asking yourself is, are we the beatdown or are we the aggressor? And like, generally speaking, I think we're the beatdown, so bringing in answers is often wrong, I think, in a matchup like this. That being said, like, here's the Liliana, the Last Hope, like, come to take us to town, like the 1 or 2 of that they play. There's a deck list on my YouTube channel. Everything gets archived there, so if you're ever like, oh, Hoagland played a thing that sounds sweet, I should go check it on YouTube. It's a great idea. Probably going to concede to removal here. Go for the throat. Yeah, just too far behind here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and run it back. Again, I really think bringing in Abrupt Decay for this is pretty narrow. Seems decent. Yeah, sometimes the interactive deck has their interactive pieces line up well against you. Perfect, Buzz. Thank you. So if this dies, we'll play Visionary. If this doesn't die, we'll play Archdruid. Turn 1 Twilight Mire. Tilt. Alright, that's a reason to maybe bring in Abrupt Decays. I do like that our Lead the Stampede still work underneath that, though. Because Leonin Arbiter is a garbage magic card that I hate with a passion. My weekend was good, extras. Found some more change in the mind. Thank you, Hilarious Max. I appreciate that. I think I'm going to go a little bit wide here. If opponent has a 4-drop sweeper, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on Visionary here, because if I draw a land, I might have wanted to play a 3-drop. We're not in a position to beat a sweeper this game, so we're just on the please don't kill me plan. It's a pretty good one. Another creature here means they're far less likely to sweep next turn, which is sweet for us. I think I just lead the Stampede here, right? Just see what we find. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just need a minute. I just need a minute. I might need to run out of the room for a second. Yeah. Yeah, was that good for you, chat? That was good for me. It was good for me. That was delicious and nutritious. All right, who's got 2 thumbs and never beaten a damnation or a languish? This guy right here. This guy right here. Who's got 2 thumbs and has never beaten a sweeper? This guy's never beaten a sweeper. Survey says. Yeah, I should have kept a black source open last turn for sure to put a shaman into play. I definitely mistapped. I should have tapped these into this. Oh god, this card is so fucking good. It's so good. It's so good, chat. Why is it so unreasonable? Are they dead? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If we hit a black source here, they could die, right? A Cavern, untap black source we need. Another Archdruid. How unlucky. How unlucky. Just another Archdruid. Alright. Alrighty. Trigger. So I could trade these for 3 points of damage. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, that's probably fine. Because this way, if they rip the damnation, they've taken more. This way, they're down to 3. I guess this gives them more food for the Scavenging Ooze. But, like, they had 1 food for the Scavenging... Oh, they tapped wrong. Nice Twilight Mire. This is game 3. This is match 3, game 3. We're currently 2-0 in this league. Are we dead? Am I dead yet? Am I dead yet? Oh no! Oh no, not collective brutality! How can we ever win the game now, opponent? You collective brutality me, it's so mean! You're such a big meanie! Such a big meanie, Bobini! Oh, this deck is great. Every time we play this build, it just feels amazing. Let me tell you about this Shaman of the Pack card. Let me tell you a little story about my good friend Shaman of the Pack. And Lead the Stampede. 3 mana, 6 mana, draw 9 cards. That was, let's just say that was above average. Shall we? Can we? It was above average Lead the Stampedes. Better bad Treasure Cruise. Would you play Ad Nauseam? Yeah, we played Ad Nauseam a few times in the past. I think it's pretty good. Lead on Llanowar Elves here. God, Cavern reprint would be nuts, right? And it kind of fits on theme, right? Like we're in a tribal set right now, basically. Probably go Mystic Ezuri next turn. Humans. I believe this matchup is good for Elves. Ooh. Ooh. We found a piece of candy, chat. I'm going to cast this now in case we hit Heritage Druid. I should have attacked first. The reason why I didn't attack first is because I'm a lazy, sloppy Magic the Gathering player. Would you play a League of Cube as a donation deck? I am, let's call it, expensive to play formats that I don't normally play. So generally to like play Standard or Cube or Brawl or stuff like that, I look for $100 donation just because the reason why I don't play those formats is because they're less popular in terms of viewers. So I'm willing to try anything for the right amount of dollary dues, but for the formats I don't normally play, I expect more dollary dues. My tribe's better than your tribe. My tribe's better than your tribe. Neener, neener, neener. So, is this an Abrupt Decay matchup? I think Abrupt Decay is fine. Yeah, it's exactly like, so like, talking about streaming Cube as popular is like someone suggesting like, well, Hearthstone has more viewers than Magic, so you'd have more viewers if you streamed Hearthstone. Like, you acquire a specific audience when you stream a lot of the time if you're not a variety streamer, so streaming games that are outside or formats outside of your norm is going to lead you to less viewers. So I think I'm supposed to bring in these Decays and just trim 2 Stampedes here. I think that's the line. Like, I think trimming these against the more aggressive decks is fine. And I think occasionally the opponent's going to have Grafdigger's Cage, and even when they don't have Cage, like killing Meddling Mage and stuff like that is fine here. What do you recommend I do as a new Magic player? I recommend that you try a bunch of Magic's different formats and find the ones you enjoy. The thing that makes Magic such a great game is that it's a lot of different games all wrapped up into one. There's tons of different ways to play Magic, and lots of people out there are going to tell you that their way to play Magic is better than the other ways to play Magic, when the actual answer is you need to try them for yourself and find the ones that you enjoy playing the most. That's what you need to do. The way I enjoy playing Magic is probably going to be slightly different than the way you enjoy playing Magic, and vice versa. So, I mean, that has to be a good way. Yeah, exactly. And that's again one of the things that makes this such a great game, is that it can be so many different things to so many different people. Well, that was an A+ draw. It's a shame we don't have a non-black 3-drop. What a powerful Magic the Gathering card. What a powerful Magic the Gathering card. You have cast, opponent. You have some 2/2s and some 3/2s. God bless you for not ghosting, opponent. I appreciate you. That feels really bad, but I appreciate you for not ghosting. All right, so they goes to the top of my deck. What a scumlord. Knew what we drew before we drew it. He's a future ghoster. Hey, Nox and Cross, thank you very much for the 7-month resubscription. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me in play. As always, my subscribers are the people that allow me to do what I do here, so thanks for helping out with that. No, they named Collected Company. Collected Company is the correct name there. Why choose Shaman and not Elf for Cavern? Because I misclicked. I have plenty of green mana, it shouldn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna smash here because I would like to, you know, maybe kill them. They block 3 things, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a good chance they trade with these. They need to have like another Thalia's Lieutenant here. This is when we Rage Forger them, right? So they could have 3 3/3s here, but they're probably going to need to trade off for the Shaman of the Pack, right? Reflector Mage is a little annoying, but again, like, they can't Reflector Mage Shaman of the pack here, right? We're probably going to see Reflector Mage pick this up. Really? Okay. Interesting. So... Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So they're not dead on... Oh, they are dead on board right now, but they probably have a creature to put into play. I think what is appropriate in Modern is going to vary depending on who you ask. Cards like Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge don't really punish unfair strategies. Those cards, by and large, prey on the fair decks in the format. I believe we're dead here. We're getting pretty close to dead at this point. I guess I have draw third Shaman of the pack as an out here, basically, right? You have a snake? I do have a snake. Alright. So, the window to draw Shaman of the pack is closing. The window to draw Shaman of the pack is closing. It's fine. We get to play the next game on the play. Cavern of Souls is not exceedingly important to this deck. You could very easily replace Cavern of Souls by playing copies of Unclaimed Territory or even just basic lands. In fact, the main deck that we copied that top 8 of the Grand Prix didn't have Cavern of Souls in it because the person that top 8 of the Grand Prix couldn't afford to buy them for their deck before they top 8 at the Grand Prix. As like okay draws go, that one's decent. Yeah, Moto likes to put random Eldrazi as a lag indicator or something weird like that. And Magic Online lags a lot, so there's a lot of lag indicator. Does Archdruid make Ezuri lethal? I think it does actually, right? I guess we're gonna find out if that's the case, huh? Does Archdruid make Ezuri lethal? I feel like it has to, right? I don't know. We're getting pretty dead here. I'm going to let my opponent figure it out. Yes. Yeah, math is for blockers, and we're definitely not blocking this game, so... These are my cards. My cards are green and angry. I think they're alive, but their board is dead. Oh, no, they're actually exactly dead here because this is 7. Yeah, they're actually exactly dead. Their board dies and they go to 0. Confirmed makes Ezuri lethal. This is the easiest 4-0 we've had in a long time. This is the easiest. How do you feel about Vendilion Click in your Temur Kiki deck? It's probably fine. Double blue can be a little bit rough, but it's an okay card. It's less tricksy, like evolving for it is less tricksy, but I guess it gives you like some disruption against spell-based combos, so it's probably okay. What is going on? This is just 4-0 nonsense. We need to farm back some of the tickets that we lost earlier today. After we finish the 5th and final match in this league, we're gonna have one more league before we wrap up the day. I've got an Abzan Flicker deck that top 8'd one of the Modern Challenges a couple of weeks back. Seems kind of sweet. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate everyone having a good Monday. Had a great weekend. I'm gonna be here back again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm live at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, Cornfield time, every day during the week. The Kiki Evolution, yeah, Chain Whirler's good in Kiki Evolution for sure. I never say yes or no to deck lists just based on telling me a card. You gotta send me an exact deck list that you're interested in seeing me play, and I will give you feedback on that specific list. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were gonna get to it or not, Blur, based on the timing. Thought maybe it might get pushed back. You can whisper me on Twitch, or you can DM me on Twitter, or if you're a current sub, you can message me on Discord as well. Seems not good, but I think it's a keep. Let me describe. That is not the collected company I wanted for Christmas. I don't actually think this deck has that bad of a Tron matchup. Like, it's not a guaranteed by any means, but I think, like, between our aggressive draws and the damping spheres we have on our board, like, we have a more than reasonable chance to be competitive against Tron. Nope, we're gonna play one more league after this JMP for sure. Hey, look at that. We upgraded. We got another spell. Is it normal to bounce between modern decks like a pinball machine? There's a lot of sweet things to be doing in modern, so yeah, I don't think that's very abnormal at all. Oh, look at that. Just 8 power turn 1. Good stuff, good stuff. Low variance format, etc., etc. Never forget Niv with the $11 donation. Thank you very much. Watch the cult burn it down earlier, so I think I'd like to add something to the queue that's as far from burn as possible. I don't do mono blue Tron. I don't think that archetype is very good, and the couple of times I played it in the past, it's felt really clunky and awkward. So if you'd like to throw something else in the queue that you can message me and give me a heads up on, that would be great. But yeah, mono blue Tron's not a deck that I'm interested in playing. Yeah, not a problem. Sorry. I just have to strike a balance between things that are neat and things that don't like just get run over. Like, the online format is so aggressive that, like, Bluetron, like, is reasonable against, like, mid-range and control decks, but the online format is far more aggressive than that on average. Can we race? Maybe? Maybe? Darn cup won't stay full. Thanks for the soccer ball slayers, Max. He's a maniac on the floor. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're dead on board if they just smash us. Yep. Perfect. Sounds good, Niv. Are there any decks you think that are only good if someone has experience playing them? I think there's decks that are better that if you have experience playing them, but like decks that are like genuinely good by and large, they're good even when you're running bad with them. So they could have a Delve Threat here. That fetches them to 7. Do I have them dead through a bolt? I don't have them dead through a bolt, right? They fetched a 7. I can hit them for 6. I'm supposed to start by cycling this canopy? I think I am. Here's towards your 24-hour stream. I'm a bit late. Thank you for the bits, Canklebiter. I appreciate it. A RNO with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. And we had a $5 donation from Iron Guthix. Ended 11-4 at the GP. Elsic is a super nice guy. Let's see if Vala could strat a little bit sooner. 10 out of 10. Thank you for the support, Iron. I think I just attack with everything and like make them have the bolts here. This puts us dead to 2 removal spells. Because like if they bolt this and then they kill Nettle, kill Elvish Mystic, we die. Or if they kill one of these 2 things. Yeah, unfortunately I can only deal 6 here. Maybe I was just supposed to leave Elvish Warrior back. I think that's possible. It's like now I'm dead to like Brutality or Bolt here. Pendelhaven puts them to 1. Yeah, I already counted Pendelhaven, chat. Saying this ain't my first rodeo. Yeah, they get a lot of looks here. So Bolt and Brutality are both lethal because they kill a blocker. And they get to attack me with these. Yeah, I think I was supposed to leave back the token, especially once I hit this. Do 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 boo boo boo. Do 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 do. Using the Pendelhaven gives me an out to if they collected Brutality and like kill my Elvish Mystic, I can get them. I didn't play the Archdruid because I couldn't play the Archdruid. We drew it off of a Horizon Canopy. Okay, that's another looting, so this means it's exactly Bolt that kills us here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wizards of the Coast doesn't acknowledge a secondary market, so there's no way. They'd been to Flamewake Phoenix earlier, so untapped land, second Flamewake Phoenix is lethal here. There's a deck list on your screen. If you're on mobile, you can type !deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. Well, they bin Brutality because Brutality was no longer... Sweet, they're dead. Sweet, they're dead. Yeah, God, wow. Did we beat turn 1 double hollowed one? This deck is really fucking good, chat. Like, kind of absurdly good. They're actually just, like, dead on board, right? Like, I just like Pendelhaven, whichever one they don't block here. I just, like, don't even show them this Archdruid, right? Yeah, there's no reason not to. They know it's in our deck. I'm just gonna slam it. Give them the slammer. I like how they conceded to that, but they didn't concede to being dead on board. Iron with the $10 donation. Speaking of which, I'll send you my GP list on Twitter. I know you prefer it. I'm working on my phone. Sounds good. Okay, so last time we wanted to board in Abrupt Decay because they have Grimlavamancer in the sideboard, so I think I want to do that again. So I think it's just like 2 leads out, 2 Abrupt Decays in for this matchup. Maybe you could argue I'm supposed to bring in the Pulse too, just because like they put multiple things into play. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get 3 ways to kill. 3 ways to kill that idiot. So this will hopefully be our last game in this league, and then we're going to wrap up with an Abzan Flicker deck. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Remember, if you're new and you enjoy modern content, be sure to follow the stream. If you enjoy legacy or vintage content, we do that as well on occasion. Tons and tons of magic on this channel. This is what we do. This is why we're here. I think Rec Sage is narrow. To put Mardu Pyromancer in the queue if it's not already, and to see if I'm on the all-time list. Thank you. Thank you for the bits, Kankle. So why isn't this the best deck in the format? I mean, some of the other, like the more dedicated linear decks like Storm are just a little bit faster than this on average, I think. Here are some bits to remind you to never side out Sahali versus humans. I think I'm supposed to keep this. How do you feel about Scavenging Ooze on the board? That could be okay. I don't know. I feel like Scavenging Ooze isn't going to help you in your bad matchups. And I think with 4 Lead the Stampede and 4 Collected Company in your main, you're already kind of hedged against the fair deck. So I feel like you don't need Scavenging Ooze as a fair deck hedge. Any forecast for the next Legacy stream? So basically, when there's 2 or 3 Legacy decks that have more points than the Modern decks, we'll play Legacy. That's just the best way to do it. Modern's definitely more popular than Legacy, so that's why we play it more. There's just more decks in it that are at the higher point in the queue more often. That's really gross for us. We need to draw land now. Honestly, I feel like with access to Damping Sphere, you just don't need to splash white for the hate cards in this deck. And in my experience playing Elves on stream, the Shaman of the packs have felt better than having the infinite combo in the main. Might stumble and die here, which is fine. We'll be on the play for game 3 if we break off here. Any chance for Legacy burn on Friday? Maybe. Ooh, can I have some lands? Ooh, he gave me some lands. God bless you, opponent. I have an article on Arena here. Give that a gander. Gosh, do you not have a Hollowed Boy? That's so good for us. We get development our hand next turn. We get to go Elite into Druid into Visionary. JK, we get to go. And I feel like they don't have spot removal, because if they would have had spot removal, they would have played it on their turn, right? I guess they could be waiting on it. They could be waiting on it here. Maybe I'm supposed to play this. I feel like if they had it, they definitely would have killed that there. Am I supposed to play the Druid here? Yeah, almost certainly. What do I think about Dredge in this format? I think Dredge loses to a lot of sideboard cards that people are already playing and is worse on average game 1 than something like Affinity. Your cheer went through, Kinkle. At the 2,500, thank you. Your when you click on the cheer button in your chat, it should show you what your total amount of bits are. Start with... I'm not expecting a sweeper out of them. I'm going to go Druid into Visionary here. Thanks for the bits, Iron. Thanks for the bits, everyone. Thanks for the support. Matt Nass is probably a better Magic player than everybody in this chat and myself combined. That's not to say KCI is not good, but that's like almost certainly true. Ma feels. We love you, Zach. All right, maybe Zach makes it close to a tie. Maybe with Zach we're tied with Matt Nass. The 1,000 of y'all plus 1 of me plus a Zach. Maybe we're close to tied to a Matt Nass. Look at that. Good, clean 5-0 live-in. Beat double Hollowed Boys on turn 1. This deck is great. All right, people, can someone link me the Elf Lord here really quick? Can somebody, is it on Mythic Spoiler? I feel like we should include that. I don't like looking at spoilers generally, but that's probably relevant to what I'm about to talk about. All right, I found it. It's on Mythic Spoiler. All right, so what does this do? Your other elves have +1/+1 searcher. Your library for a card named Elvish Clan Caller and put it onto the battlefield. What does Elvish Clan Caller do? Do we know what that card does yet? Oh, look at that. That's this. That's this card. That. God, you can't script that shit. That's so good. All right, so yeah, this card's probably great. All right, so yeah, I don't like Elvish Visionary cantripping is like really, really good. So but Dwynen Elite's getting an extra 1/1 is probably better than that. I don't know. The easy cut is probably just like swap the Visionaries for Clan Caller. But yeah, I would be very surprised if this card doesn't slot into this deck. Would be very, very surprised if that didn't happen. Card's very, very reasonable. A two mana Lord's a big deal. As for the rest of this deck, until Elvish Clan Caller releases, I really love this main deck. I think this main deck is awesome. We've played a bunch of games with this deck. Nettle Sentinel lets you do some really stupid things with Heritage Druid Burgle. So I think I would cut Visionary before I cut Nettle Sentinel. We did 5-0. I love this main deck. Card for card, I would keep playing this main deck. Sideboard, I don't know if these Fracturing Gusts are necessary. Honestly, with like these the pulse and these decays and these sages, it's very possible these Fracturing Gusts could be hedging something else. They could be like another Wet Ball or another discard spell or another Maelstrom Pulse, stuff like that. But I think Green-Black Elves is very good. I think it's very consistent. It's very powerful. I don't seem to have much control over my own life, so being able to have some control over what goes on stream is solace. Will you put this to the landfall aggro deck with trackers? 10 out of 10, Ananomic. Thank you for the support. All right, and then we had a $15 donation there from Full Metal. Here's for the 5-0. Can we run it back? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, we'll get it back in the queue. This deck is awesome. Does anyone know when M19 releases on Magic Online? We might be able to play this with that that card next time we play it.